everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Osweiler's Broncos going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones. In this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Again, it's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is knocked down from the side. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Osweiler on second down. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Osweiler giving to Anderson on the draw. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Anderson. And some room to roam now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing, Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. on it with McKinnon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Osweiler. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Anderson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. On second down, Osweiler. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, Osweiler. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
To throw again is Osweiler. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Again, Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Sherrills. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, 44 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Forbath out to kick this one away. Cody Latimer now on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Again, Anderson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Green with a catch left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Osweiler Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now Osweiler on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. Room here to run. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 56 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side here to Sanders. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. 3rd and long, it's Osweiler. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90!
On 1st down, Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A toss to Murray. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And Forbath will put this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler finding some room at midfield. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. One last shot for Osweiler. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win.